Welcome back to Old Trafford. It's another game of the Barclays Premier League. It's Manchester United against Crystal Palace. This will be an interesting one because Louis Van Gaal, with the game against Arsenal and the upcoming international break first, at least in mind, it's not Van Gaal's strongest squad. You can understand that with the game against Arsenal coming up in mind. Even a couple of players that are out, most notably Wayne Rooney, who suffered a broken ankle in the Manchester derby last time out. He is going to be out for 3 months. Other changes: Adrian Bisnagat in goal with Raphael Blackett, Evans and Shaw in defence. Carrick, Fletcher behind 3 other midfielders in Mata, Di Maria and Januzaj. And James Wilson is up front with Falcao and Will Keane making the bench. Aaron Henwood out with illness as he felt groggy this morning and various pains as well, so he is out. Speroni's in goal for Crystal Palace with Mari Arpet, Dunn, Hangeland and Ward, Yannick, Bannon and Shanak and Ledley in the midfield. Zaha is actually on the wing as well. Up front on his own is Kevin Doyle. Wayne Hennessy only makes the bench. Well, as we were just saying, Aaron Henwood out with just grogginess and early signs of maybe a cold or even a flu, and even pain in his lower right corner of his mouth, probably supposed to due to wisdom teeth. So Henwood is aching all over the place, but he is here to support his team. But we were noticing him in the warm-up earlier, and Henwood looked awful. So a man on form, but forced out today, no fault of his own. Darren Fletcher takes an early long-range shot and forces a corner. And Manchester United already starting on the front foot. Oh, is that handball against the Crystal Palace defender there? Bit of controversy there. Handball, possibly. The referee didn't give it. Manchester United have the advantage in any case with this corner, and Di Maria will take it. Going to be all the way to Januzaj, and it's going to go wide. So a couple of, well, it's actually a deflection off a defender. It's going to be another corner from the other side. So Wayne Rooney and Aaron Henwood on the injured/illness list. We can only have Aaron both of them a speedy recovery. Di Maria with this one on the corner, and Speroni comes out. He's going to be way out, and Wilson's going to hit it, but he's going to be blocked, as is Darren Fletcher, who is also blocked. And Crystal Palace is doing everything behind the ball, protecting their goal. Over Zaha on loan for Manchester United, but cleared to play. It's very strange we're getting loan players cleared to play this season. There's Di Maria. Di Maria, nice turnout from Hangeland. He runs into Hangeland though. Oh, is he brought down? No penalty given. And Ledley now coming forward. A tackle from Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick and Darren Fletcher playing. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation. And Mata, Januzaj and Di Maria behind James Wilson, who was pretty good in the Manchester derby, but Aaron Henwood stole the show with 4 goals. Di Maria didn't really feel comfortable there, but he goes back at the Manchester United still keep the ball. Here's Januzaj. And under the toe poke in. Oh, and it almost fell to Michael Carrick. And Julius Speroni will be thankful that it rolled to him in first. But Michael Carrick was in there. Tyler Blackett. Goal from West Ham. And it's a goal for, I think it was a goal for West Ham actually. Oh, and Upton Park was roaring at that one. I believe it was a Valencia that scored, so I guess it was West Ham. I couldn't quite see that. Evans to Fletcher. Manchester United comfortable on the ball once again, just like they were against City, just so comfortable. And Mata with an in-swinging cross to Wilson. He's brought it down, he's hit the post. And James Wilson did brilliantly there, but unfortunately he only hit the post. Juan Mata with a great cross. Wilson able to bring it down and hit it, but unfortunately it came off the woodwork. And now here come Crystal Palace with Doyle. Bannon runs into Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw, great tackle. Wilson to Di Maria. Di Maria's going to run with it. Di Maria's going to pass everybody. Here he goes with the shot, and he's over the bar. Manchester United, when they do get the ball, are all over Crystal Palace at the moment. Speroni, not really sure he would have got to that one. And Manchester United 6 shots in the first 13 minutes of the game. Headed by Fletcher, brought down by Wilson. Zaha to Ward. Manchester United, despite their Capital One Cup exit, will look at it as a positive because now they get to really focus on the Premier League, which is what Louis Van Gaal and his team wanted to do. You know, first order of business is to get this team back in the Champions League. So, in some cases, Louis Van Gaal will be thankful for the cup exit. They still want to compete in the FA Cup for sure. He's looking for Crystal Palace and pursued by Johnny Evans, who's not really featured in defence much this season, with the arrival of Hummels and Rojo. And gets his chance today, as does Andres Lindegaard. Carrick. Maria. Wilson. You could say a lot of the players playing today would not be in the England squad either, so Roy Hodgson will be thankful for this approach from Louis Van Gaal as well. Wilson twisting and turning and getting past Ward and getting past Handeland. And Handeland recovers and blocks the shot. Speroni counters it. Well, it wouldn't be fair to say Louis Van Gaal was going for a draw with his team. He's still got one matter in Januzaj and Di Maria in the midfield. But the injury to Wayne Rooney and the illness to Aaron Hill forced a few changes. And it was only this morning that Louis Van Gaal found Aaron Hill in such a state. Looked awful. And he tried to warm up, but she's getting aches all over the place. It's early signs of a cold or maybe even a flu. Possibly a cold. He's not that bad. But, yeah. He is here today to support his team as he always is, even through illness. So, that's dedication for you, I guess. Uncle Carrick, who gets turned out by Shamak, former Arsenal player. And then with the cross, and I think it was cleared by Evans. Oh, that's a bad tackle. The referee calls for the foul. Is he going to book the player? Carrick isn't quite happy with it, and neither's Wilson. Carrick and Wilson are a bit of an altercation there. It's a yellow card. And Manchester United had a similar foul that was on Robin Van Persie earlier in the season. I think it was Marnie, and Marnie got sent off. That's almost exactly the same kind of challenge on Wilson. That Carrick is not happy there, as you can see in the replay. Wilson wasn't either. It was Wilson that got challenged, and some would say Crystal Palace got off a bit lightly there. Well, Yannick should probably not even be on the pitch. That was a rash challenge. I mean, Wilson was getting the ball, but he was about half off the ball as well, so maybe Crystal Palace are a bit fortunate to not have the man sent off. Here's Bannon, and Carrick's probably lucky not to go in the book as well, because he was pushing Yannick around a little bit there. Maria Wilson's offside. He would have been called offside, but passes the ball. So Yettan's got to be careful now. Manchester City take the lead. Sinclair scores against Queen's Park Rangers. And Manchester City need that kind of result. After they're thumping by, well, not Manchester United, but just Aaron Hill really. 4 goals. Absolute majestic performance. But out today. Maria with the corner. And to no one in particular in red anyway. And then with Kevin Doyle. This will be a challenge for Tyler Blackett and Co at the back. Plenty of space for Palace to do what they want. Blackett is turned out, but Blackett gets nicely back there. There's Mata. And there'll be Maria. Mata again. Wilson. Great play by United thus far. Januzaj who shoots and blocked by again the Crystal Palace defence. Like a brick wall at the moment. Looking to counter-attack whenever they have the ball, and here's a chance for Yannick, but he runs it out of bounds under pressure from Januzaj. And Rooney out for 3 months, as you said, with a broken ankle. That was the diagnostics. Manchester United have more than enough to cope without him, but he's their captain after all. Leicester have actually scored against Southampton twice. It's 2-0 to Leicester at St Mary's at the moment. We're keeping an eye on Burnley especially, because they still only have 1 point in their games, and Di Maria is down. Play goes on. Well, that's a clash of players really, and it looks like Mata just came off worse. And Manchester United, no idea what they're going to do. Their injury is growing. Mata just suffered an injury earlier in the season as well. He suffered against Swansea and he was out for about a month or so. But now he's out again. So Juan Mata, unfortunately, is out. And now push Ander Herrera forward. He does have a Premier League goal to his name, but he did score in the FA Carling Cup exit, or the Capital One Cup exit against Arsenal, that is. Di Maria. And Crystal Palace's defending has been rugged. Manchester United need to get into the box if they're going to score against Crystal Palace today, because the long-range efforts aren't working. Here's Herrera. Also, brilliant turn. Di Maria. And Di Maria loses control. Headed back in. Januzaj. And Di Maria again. It's a good save by Speroni. Even Speroni is doing his part in goal. They're not going to have it easy today. I can definitely tell that. Not as easy as the Manchester derby was anyway. Palace playing like City should have played. With respect. And Di Maria is now down. The referee is not reacting to a lot of the challenges so far. Manchester United will be feeling a bit aggrieved by that. And here's Di Maria again. In and out and shoots, and he's wide. Manchester United not taking these chances either. Not that they can, because Crystal Palace already deal with them by the time they're there. Speroni, the Crystal Palace captain. It's not often you get a goalkeeper in the captain role, but today's different for him. Headed by Fletcher. Wilson breaks it down. Di Maria, who's been all over the pitch thus far, making things happen. And there's tackle, but doesn't give up. And it's going to go out for a corner. Some say Speroni should have touched that. He would have probably gathered it. Well, as we said, Manchester United against Arsenal. Massive, massive match for Manchester United against one of the top four from last season. They need to prove that Manchester United are going to be back in the top four, and they sort of did that against Chelsea. It was a 0-0 draw in the first match against one of the top four, but no real attacking threat from either team really, so you can't really judge from that. Manchester United would need to win or lose a game against the top four to see what the credentials are. But let's not forget that Arsenal were the reason for the Capital One Cup exit of Manchester United a couple of months ago. Knocked them out of the next round after progressing against Doncaster Rovers, and even they struggled to get through that. At least in regulation, they needed extra time, and Wayne Rooney to come on, and then Juan Mata to finish it, and it was 4-2. But then a 2-1 loss against Arsenal forced them into the cup exit. Alexis Sanchez had a fantastic goal with his back to goal, I guess. And Edin Dzeko, who signed from Manchester City in the summer, also on the score sheet there. So Arsenal certainly have the squad to compete, and they even have Danny Welbeck as well. Don't forget. Also, Di Maria, Fletcher tries to get into the box and nothing doing. Another great piece of defending by Crystal Palace. The way not convincingly by Evans, and Luke Shaw has to chase it, but he's got plenty of time to. Passing from Manchester United has been at times majestic, but just not getting anything forward. And then when they do, Crystal Palace are back behind the ball again. Fletcher has got it for Di Maria and finds him. Again, another great piece of defending. And that's the half-time whistle. And Manchester United are not going to have it easy here. 0-0 the score, and well deserved considering the great defensive work by Crystal Palace. No score, and Crystal Palace are not going to be a fortress that's broke down very easily. The defence is playing well for Crystal Palace, but at the break it's 0-0. But Palace do need to get forward. That's where they're struggling.